my gorgeous peeps in my universal world of peeps. Yes, no.
What?
You're not seeing things. There's two of us. Because I know somebody gonna go, oh, mama, I'm a bit blurred. No, you ain't blurred.
Oh my God.
Two of us.
Mum, really?
Yes, really. It's me, but I have a special guest chef here with me today.
Thank you.
I've been promising you vegans and vegetarians, but not just vegetarians, because we going over to the vegan side, all right?
Yay.
Yes. And y'all know me. I was born an animal. Yes, but a converted.
Sorry. Say it again. A what?
Oh God, there it is.
A what?
That's the one. A carnivore.
No,
See, she don't like.
help her.
She
Don't
don't like me to get no help.
Don't help her.
I'm an animal who eat animals. Okay?
Okay.
But I do love my plants as well. And now that we have moved, well, I'll be honest. Now that veganism is no longer just a hippie thing to do, it's a lifestyle.
Absolutely.
I'm ready to join.
I think
now, wait a minute.
It was always a lifestyle, though, Mum. I think
Yeah,
it was just
I
a bit
know.
more niche back in the day.
Well, it's very niche. But y'all ain't got to worry. Don't mean that I'm going to stop recording and eating meats. It just means I'm opening my heart and my tummy to something different. Okay? So, this is Kirly Sue.
Hi.
And she has her own channel, but I'm gonna stop talking in a minute to let you know who she exactly. I'm gonna let her tell you who she is, tell her what she does, and we're gonna do a sit down with Mama T section later. Different video, so you got to tune back in, and that's when all the details, because this is all about food. But before I get on to letting her talk, which I will, I want to tell you what we're going to be cooking today. Because when I contacted, it's so funny, I call it, this is Suzanne, but she's Kirly Sue. So when I contacted Miss Kirly Sue, I sound like I'm from the deep south every time I say your name. I said, what would you like to learn to cook that we can turn into a vegan recipe? And what did you say?
Peach cobbler.
And you know me, I'm all about the cobbler. And this is the perfect opportunity because our peach cobbler recipe happens to be our #1. Oh, it's #2.
It's our #1 recipe.
Well, #1 recipe.
To video.
Well, what's the #1 video?
What do you think the #1 video is?
Oh, the one
Take
I
a
think-
stab in the dark.
Oh,
what
could
you
that be
think
about me sitting on a sofa and ain't even doing no cooking?
Talking about Gordon Ramsay.
Talking about Gordon Ramsay. Well, this ain't about Gordon Ramsay. This is about the cobbler.
Okay.
And our cobbler has received so many hits, but I am very conscious that we're missing out on a huge population who ain't able to sample my cobbler because it ain't vegan. But today it's going to be vegan. So, first thing first, can you just introduce yourself to everybody and tell them where you're from?
Hi, I'm Kirly Sue. I'm a vegan cook. I'm a vegan blogger. I'm a food columnist. I have 2 food columns, and I'm also obviously a YouTuber, and I do lots of videos and lifestyles about veganism. I do focus mainly on vegan desserts, and when Momma Cherri spoke to me about doing a collab, I've never had peach cobbler. I've been to America loads of time. I've got lots of American friends, and for some reason the peach cobbler slipped me by. So I thought, right, I want to taste peach cobbler, but it has to be made by an American, so that's why I wanted to make that here today. So
Exactly, and I can tell you right now, only thing this cobbler's going to do is going to slip on your tongue.
Okay.
It is not going to slip by. Okay. Yes. You got a question there, Katrina?
No, I haven't got a question. I
No?
was thinking.
Just thinking out loud. All right, now also I do need to let you guys realize one thing. It's going to be a little bit different because you know what me and Katrina are like. We just, cameras roll, boom, we're done. I'm with a professional here today.
All these cameras.
She has bought
All
her
these cameras.
She has bought a camera crew.
Like, this is ridiculous.
We
Like,
got a camera crew in the house.
You're like, what?
So Momma Cherri done moved up a level. I even got lights.
This is bonkers.
Although these lights are lights that I did purchase myself because we were getting to the dark side. And
did you get the second camera?
Oh, I did, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we
I'm
got
like
all the
all
cameras
about the second
there.
camera.
So there might be a little bit of stopping and starting. But it won't be from our point of view. You ain't gonna notice it, okay? Because we're gonna just keep on rolling.
Okay.
Okay, so let's get going. The peach cobbler is one of the easiest dishes in terms of desserts.
I love that.
That you will ever make. And because it's one of these ones which is, it's kind of like a quick bread topping, all right? Very easy, very few ingredients. The only thing we do, we start with a tin or a can of peaches.
Can you use fresh peaches?
You can use fresh peaches, but the only
obviously there's no peaches in season at the time of
there's none in. You could, but it does take an awful lot of work with the fresh peaches because with the fresh peaches you would have to blanch them, then you'd have to peel them, then you got to stone them.
Okay.
And then all the time that you done that, I done gone to the shop, bought a can, and put it in the oven and started cooking.
So just so we know, if there's
if
options,
you can get it, there are
peaches,
options. Okay. So it's peaches, and then I tend to use white sugar and brown sugar.
Okay.
Okay. A teeny bit of mixed spice, some vanilla. I use cinnamon, very important. Now, I am very conscious. Oh, flour. When I make it, obviously, one of the key ingredients is butter and eggs.
Right.
And those are no in the vegan world, right?
Yes, but it's quite easy to replace them. So
so these are my eggs. I would normally be putting 2 eggs into this, so no eggs. So what do I substitute for eggs?
We can use, for this recipe, I would recommend applesauce.
Applesauce. Okay, so now this one here, oh, this is cute. I like this. So they come in little. Now, this portion is
that's equivalent to about 2 eggs.
Okay, so
roughly.
If you guys go out and get you this, and this is 4 ounces, 113 grams of applesauce. Okay, and that is going to replace my eggs.
Yeah.
The other thing, which is quite important, is butter.
Right. Now, in the UK, you
now,
have some options?
Yeah, I have some options because I knew I was cooking with you. I thought, let me be clever and go out and buy my butter. I'm going to show her I'm on the good foot. So I went for this one. It says perfect for cakes, vegetable oil, olive oil. So to me, hey, these are made from vegetables. So that's a no-brainer until I showed it to Kirly Sue.
Okay, for those of you who are vegan or wanting to be vegan, the biggest thing that you have to get used to is turn it over and read the ingredients, because it's one thing to look at what it's called, but it's another thing to see what it's made of. And usually in the UK, if it has an ingredient that people are usually allergic to or avoid, it will be in block capitals or in bold. So this one has buttermilk in it, and so does that.
And so does this one.
But this one doesn't. This one is dairy free. There's quite a few different ones on the market. There's Vitalite, Flora does a dairy free one. Also Pure. There's a number of different ones. If you're from the US, Earth Balance, and it comes in different flavors. There's one that tastes closer to butter than others in the Earth Balance range. So there's lots of different ones.
What about that one that they call, I can't believe this is not butter?
It has buttermilk in it.
Does it?
I think it's definitely not suitable for
Can I have a look at the back of the packets of both of them, just so I can zoom in, just so I can show people?
Yeah, okay.
Is that all right? So what they're looking for. So
okay, well this one is really clear.
It's really clear.
Clear, because you can see the buttermilk is bold. Just there.
Oh yeah, so you can see that that's buttermilk, whereas on the back of this one.
Can you see?
Yeah.
Can I have a look at the Vitalife?
And the Vitalife.
Well, the biggest thing is it says dairy free.
Okay, and has it got the V tick that people need to be looking out for?
This is what makes it difficult for vegans, is not everything that is vegan has the V tick on it. That's what causes the confusion.
Okay.
Because this one, it's definitely vegan friendly because it says dairy free.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have the vegan tick on it.
Is that similar to
actually, sorry, I'm lying.
It does?
It does.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Yeah, it has the
vegan
sign on it.
Okay, so also we need to be looking for, firstly, dairy free. Because if it says dairy free, ain't gonna be no buttermilk.
Yeah, but I would still turn it over because...
And still look?
Just to check.
Just to check.
Because some people still don't know what the difference is between vegan and vegetarian.
Okay.
So we got our ingredients.
So we've got all of our ingredients. So I'm ready to get cooking. Are you ready to get cooking?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Okie dokie. Let's go. Let's get ready. All right. So first thing, I'm going to move this to here so that we can see it. First thing first is I'm going to use these whole peaches. Normally I'd use the sliced peaches, but we're going to do it there. This is quite nice. And what I do is literally you just tip it all in, juice and all.
Okay.
Okay.
So do it with the
and that's just a syrup. It's just a
light syrup.
Light syrup. Okay. To that, here we go. To that, we're going to add, even though it's got the light syrup in it, I am going to add 2 tablespoons of white sugar.
Okay.
And then I'm going to also add, that's just a granulated brown sugar.
1 tablespoon.
1 heaping tablespoon.
Okay.
Of brown sugar. Then to this, I'm then also going to add just a tiny bit of vanilla.
Okay.
I say a tiny bit, about a tablespoon.
That's a lot.
It's quite a lot of vanilla, Mum.
Yeah, tablespoon. Not a tablespoon, teaspoon. That wasn't a full one. Okay, let's just give that a stir. And at this stage is where I would add some butter. But I'm going to be putting my Vanillite.
There you go.
And look, guys, it looks like butter.
So I was going to say, Mum, have you still got some peach cobbler that you made from last week?
Are you joking?
Is that gone?
You know that's gone.
Damn it, I wanted to do a blind taste test.
Yeah, well, I think Phil finished that off.
Oh, so that's kind of like...
That is, okay, that is, I'd say, about half cup or
Half a
cup.
cup.
About a half a cup. Or if you want to, do you want to measure it? We could measure it. See, I don't measure nothing.
We don't measure nothing.
Okay.
We can get the scale.
Yeah.
Let's get
Shall
the
I
scale because this is for you. I want it. I know you want to get it right. Not everybody cooks blind like me.
Yeah, not everybody cooks in the way that certain cultures that we come from, where you can just
The
look.
way we look at it and go
some
for it.
people need numbers. So.
Yep. So let's
Those
get
of you
that
who
back
need
to
numbers.
0.
Yep. So I've got it on the ounces one. That's 2.8 ounces.
And-
Quick.
3.
Yeah, call it 3 ounces. And can we put that on grams?
78
So
grams.
it's under 100 grams, so close to 100 grams. And then we're just going to literally put this on the stove and let that cook. And all we're doing, this is my wooden spoon, is we're just cooking this just so that the butter melts and the sugar dissolves and it creates a little bit of a syrup.
Okay.
So let's just leave that to cook. All right, so that's step 1. Because I need to stop calling it butter. What do you call it?
I call it butter. It's vegan butter.
All right, so
non-dairy butter.
So
plant-based.
let's let our non-dairy butter melt.
Or you can call it plant-based butter.
Does it melt as quick? Is there a difference in it? No, no difference. No. All right. So we just let that cook, and once you've done that, you're done step 1. Step 1's complete. You ready? Okay, so section 1 is done, and look, already it's starting to come to a boil, which is what we want. That butter ain't melt. Melt, butter, melt. So.
It is.
Oh yeah, it is. Oh yeah, it is.
You know what they
Okay.
say about a watched pot, Mum?
I know. Somebody stop watching it.
Okay, so step 2.
Step 2. Now, y'all know me. I don't measure nothing. I make you go to the website to find out what the measurements are once I've looked them up. However, I'm going to do my best to measure. So, we're going to get some self-raising flour, which we have here. And if you got that set to 0.
Do you want ounces or grams?
Let's go with, I don't know.
Grams.
Let's go with
If
grams.
it's dry,
to
it should
start.
be grams, shouldn't it?
Okay.
Grams? It can be, yeah. And I'm going to just pour it, and then when I think I got enough, you tell me to stop. I mean, you tell me what it is. Because it's just for this. How about that?
242.
So let's say
so
250. Let's go 250. Take a little bit out. Oh, she getting it precise, people.
No, I've learned because I get so many messages. Excuse me, how many ounces? Blah blah blah. Because I know some people they need a step-by-step numbers. Blah blah. They're not good at freestyling.
Okay. We're going to add 250 grams, and what I tend to do is whatever flour I've put in, it used to be equal sugar. However, it is so sweet and off the chart. It puts you in a diabetic coma.
Okay.
So I've reduced my sugar intake. So what I'm now going to be looking for in terms of granulated sugar, if that was 250, we're going to go 100. Okay. Where is it? What's going on here? I'm going to say because.
No, it's not working.
It's not. It doesn't matter. This, if we've just put 250 in, what you're looking for is around 125.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's roughly.
And that's 125. That's enough. That'll work. Then we're gonna give that a stir. Now at this stage, I put in some cinnamon. Okay.
How much do you put in?
And I tend to put about a teaspoon of cinnamon. Mix that in. And you could add a little bit of mixed spice, okay? I'm going to try this.
I had a lot of comments actually from people saying nutmeg. It has to have nutmeg. It has to have nutmeg. It has to have nutmeg.
Which the nutmeg is in the mixed spice.
Exactly.
Okay?
So a dash of that.
Just a dash. You don't, you don't need too much because I don't want it to be just overpowering with the spice. Yeah, it's in there. That's good. Give it a little bit. Now, once I get it to this level, this is where I would normally put my eggs in.
Right.
So, instead of eggs, we're going to add applesauce, okay? So let's open that up.
Oh, I can smell those peaches.
Oh, and guess what, Katrina? Yeah, go on, pour it in. Actually, I've got the topping from the cobbler I made before. Okay, cool. So I will make a small one. Excellent. So we can do a taste comparison. Excellent. Okay? So the applesauce, and then what I tend to do at this stage, I would mix my eggs in. So we're mixing our...
When you mix the egg in, does it have more liquid than that or less?
Let me see.
Is it wetter usually? That's how you gauge it.
That's how you gauge it. Well, it's at this stage I'm putting butter. So let me put my butter in because then I will know. Okay? So we're then going with our butter. Let's see if we can get that back to 0. And I tend to add the same amount of butter as I would have put the sugar. So I'm looking at 125 grams roughly.
That's 80.
That's 80. Okay, let's get a little bit more. Let's get that off.
133.
So it's close. It's close enough.
Yeah.
So this stage. Did I put my vanilla in there?
Yes, you did.
Yes. Oh, okay.
You did.
All right. I'm getting ready to say I have vanilla. This stage, it's really about just mixing because what you're looking for is almost like a pastry consistency.
Like a crumble.
Like a crumble,
topping.
but a little bit. Here we go. It's more like a dough.
Okay.
So let's just see how this is. That might work. That might work.
Yeah.
I think that's going to work.
It's fine then because the way to gauge whether the egg replacer you're putting in is okay, you have to look at is the consistency in the terms of how much liquid it is roughly the same as it is an egg, because that will be a problem. If it's a little bit less, it might make it a bit dry, so that's one thing to look for. So if she Momma Cherri had said no, it's usually wetter, I'd say add a little bit more of the apple sauce. That would make it easier.
Yep, now that's good.
Okay, so we were spot on by the looks of it.
That is good. If anything, it's almost a little wet.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
So, use that taste. So I'm just going to add a tiny bit. Just to firm it up. Not a lot.
So just a little sprinkle.
Just a little bit because I want it.
So you want it to be like in the shape of a dough?
Like a dough.
Okay.
Okay. So, now, let's leave this there. Now, at this stage, our peaches are ready. Okay.
That looks and smells lovely.
So, ideally, when I'm making a cobbler, I tend to let this reduce just a teeny bit more. But
so
you don't
should it
have
be
to.
Thick?
Because it will thicken up a bit.
Okay.
Let's add these peaches. And what I'm going to do, is I'm going to make another smaller one so that we can do kind of a
One for me to take.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna get to take home a lot of this. We live by cobblers.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we got some color. What I need is a small. Katrina, you do it for me always.
I'll do it.
Go over there to the bottom cupboard. There's a container that big.
Okay, alright, I'm going to back on.
Okay, so I decided we're gonna make 2, okay? One's not enough. So we'll just put that in. And then, hold up, you wanna pour quite a bit of your liquid because this cooks into the pastry.
Right.
Now, whenever I have any left over, I call it sugar gravy.
Sugar gravy.
It's my sugar gravy.
I'm telling you, it's
And
the best stuff in the world.
what I tend to do is I boil it down a little bit more, and then when you have the cobbler, you spoon it over the top.
Oh, like a dressing.
Like a
It's the
dressing.
naughtiest, nicest thing in the world.
Okay, so at this stage, this is where the cobbler part comes in.
Right.
Because it's called a cobbler because it's supposed to resemble like a cobbled street.
Oh.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
Yep. So what you
Never
do
school there, good.
now, this is a little bit. This is going to probably take us a little bit longer to cook, and all you want to do is you want to take it, and you just want to drop it
Mum,
on.
can you move that bowl out of the way, please?
Which one? This
Good.
one?
Yeah, so I can sit. Lovely, thank you.
So we just want to drop it on because then when it cooks, it brings it together, and it will look like cobble streets. So it's nothing really pretty about it. It's just getting it in there.
Definitely taste pretty.
But it's going to taste pretty damn good. So let's get this in. Okay, this is strange, yeah. So it's just a teeny bit wetter, but that's okay because it just means the cooking time is just going to be a little bit longer.
This is good to make if you're having people over because you could make a big tray.
Oh, you make a
quite easily.
huge tray.
Wow.
Make a huge tray of it. And the thing about this, it's good hot or cold.
Okay.
It's going to rise.
And there's it spread out.
And
as
it
well.
spreads out. That's why you don't have to worry about filling it because it's going
will
to
spread anyway.
melt and spreads out. I'm going to have to wash my fingers in a minute. Now, this,
Do you want me to?
yeah, can you just sprinkle? Just take some and you sprinkle just over the top. Yeah, just pinch it and you just sprinkle it over the top.
What
And
am I
all that
sprinkling?
is sugar and cinnamon.
Okay.
That's it.
Nice.
Okay. There we go. Cool. Alright, so this is ready to go in the oven. I put some peaches in here because I thought we need to do a comparison between the two.
Okay. Yeah.
And last week I made up some cobblers for sale at a market, and I made so much topping that I had something left over. Now I'm the type of person, I don't spin it, I spin it.
Okay.
So I stuck the cobbler topping in a bag. I threw it in the fridge. Now I wasn't sure when I was going to get around to using it. If it stayed in there for 2 weeks, then I probably would have had to bin it. But I don't have to because
Okay.
I'm going to use this. And look, and this is to show you that if you do make up your cobbler stuff, you can save it and you don't have to use it immediately. So I'm going to put this one
So we can do a taste test with
the vegan and the non-vegan.
Yeah, I'll do that, actually. If I
course
can
you
tell
will.
which one is
Katrina's
which.
nominated herself.
Yes,
Yes,
I have.
she has. So let's just get this. But if
Which is fine because I can't taste the
Exactly.
the vegan one. I can only taste the vegan one.
and I can taste both.
Okay.
And then, oh no, it ain't. Yeah. And then I thought if this is, there we go. That's good. I got a little bit here, and I'm gonna also cook a giant cobbler cookie.
Pour some
A
sugar
cobbler
gravy over it.
cookie. Okay.
I am. I'm doing a cobbler cookie.
See, that's good. Don't waste anything.
I ain't wasting nothing. And I'm gonna put some of my vegan butter over the top because I don't want it to be too dry. Ooh, this is gonna be nice.
Oh, then sprinkle some.
And I'm gonna put. That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna sprinkle this. So there's my
Cobbler cookie.
my sugar cobbler cookie. And we need some of this over this. So now The oven is set to about 180. All right.
180 degrees.
So
Which
if
is about gas mark 4 roughly.
Yeah. So we're going to put this on the top shelf here. We're going to put this one here. And we're going to put this one here. And we're going to come back in about 40 minutes to our cobbler. All right, here we go. Let's see about our cobblers.
Ready?
Yeah, let me come this side. Excuse me, mind my big butt. So, this one.
That's the non-vegan. That's the non-vegan one. And oh, I see what you mean. It does look like cobblestones.
And there's our vegan. Doesn't that look lovely? Just move
It
that
smells
over.
lovely as well.
Okay, so we have, now to look at them, there's no difference really. To look at them, they look the same. But we all know the proof is in the test. So, but what we want to do is we're going to let this cool just a little bit, and then we're going to take these through to the other room.
Okay.
And we're going to have tea.
Okay.
And we shall show it off.
Excellent.
So we'll be back to you.
Are you going to sign off now or are you going to sign off later once we taste
I'm going to sign off later.
Okay.
I'll see y'all guys in a minute.
Cool.
That's it. I just had... Okay, so our cobblers are out of the oven. They've had time to cool down enough so they ain't going to just burn our tongues off. So this is a new for me first because this is our vegan cobbler. Now let me have a look. Ah, look at this, guys. I'm going to turn it this way. Can you see the peaches?
Yeah. Oh.
So I just want to make sure I get a peach. So let's get this. Let's put it on here. Okay. And just one plate will do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then we're going to top it with what I call my sugar gravy. Remember that little bit of excess juice that we had left over? So we're just going to, wait a minute, let me just stir that a bit. We're just going to sprinkle that over it. Here's your fork. And I want you to taste that and tell me what you think.
Okay, so this is my very first time having peach cobbler.
Get a bit of cobbler with it and peach. Yeah, you got it. That's it. Now, I need to, let me taste a bit because see, I know what it's about to prepared on.
It's very nice. Cinnamony.
It's
Like
good.
slightly crunchy on the top.
Yep, that's what it's meant to be.
Sort of light and fluffy. And you got your fruit with the sugar gravy.
With my sugar
At
gravy.
the bottom. Very nice.
So, and this is excellent late at night. And it's perfect with some ice cream, but it's also good
With custard.
with custard. So let's put a little bit of custard on there. There we go. Now, Katrina is a cobbler queen.
I am.
She is the cobbler queen.
I'm the connoisseur of cobbler.
So what I'm going to do with her is we're going to do a blind test because here is my normal cobbler mix. This is our vegan cobbler mix. And I'm going to give Katrina 2 bits. I'm going to put them on plates. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them onto this plate here. I'll know which one is which.
Right, I'm closing my eyes. I've got it on you, and then you take the camera from me so I can taste it when you're ready.
I need...
My eyes are closed.
Keep your eyes closed. Wait a
Let's
minute.
make sure I'm in focus. Hang on.
No, open your eyes because I ain't ready. Alrighty, now close your
Right,
eyes.
I'm closing my eyes.
So,
Just don't move too much.
I'm not going to move. And I want you to try
I'm
it.
watching her, so she's keeping her eyes closed.
They are closed. The thing is, we might go out of shot because I'm
That's
not looking
okay.
at what I'm doing.
No, you're okay.
Cool. I'm excited.
It's very nice.
Well, we ain't got nothing left for me to try on that plate.
Sorry.
Let me know when you're ready.
Okay, you can open your eyes now.
Okay, I'm going to pass the camera.
Okay, wait a
You
minute.
need
Let
to
me
film
just make sure I remember which is which because I took the plate and did it.
Oh.
I know which is which. Let me just do this. Okay.
Do you know which is which? Are you
I
sure?
do, I do.
Alright, film me.
So,
Okay.
Katrina-
I need a fork. I need something.
Use your fingers or
Okay.
go get a fork.
Alright, I'm going to taste this one first.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. Hold on. I don't really need the peach. I'm going to take it.
That's one.
Delicious.
Okay, let me see which one you were eating.
That one.
Okay, now
No,
try
try
it.
this one. Cobbler first. It's very nice. But I know which is which. Mmm. They're both delicious, but that's the vegan one.
Which one's the vegan one?
That one,
Let me see.
I think. And I don't know why, but they're both delicious. Can you not remember?
Well, I did, but you turned the plate
Oh my
around.
gosh, Mother, really?
You turned the
Right,
plate
you're gonna
around.
have to do it again.
You
Do it
turned-
again.
you
Do it
turned the
again.
plate around.
Do it again.
All right, I'm gonna just do
My
one small
goodness
one.
gracious me.
All right, you turn
My
the plate
eyes are
around.
closed
All
again.
I'm giving you is topping this time.
Fine.
Okay, come here.
Right. Okay.
So put that one in your mouth.
Okay.
Now put that one in your mouth.
Oh,
So A or B, first or second?
first is vegan, I think.
Yes, it was.
Yes,
You got
I
it.
told you I was a
And
cobbler
you know what it
connoisseur.
is? I think
Texture.
it's just the texture, and it's
Tiny
only
bit.
because I think this one
It's
is
more
almost,
spongy.
It's lighter.
It's, yeah, it is.
It is a
It
lot
is.
lighter
It
than
is.
my cup. My
Yeah.
cobbler is a little bit more dense.
Yeah.
But
Right.
that's not a
It's
bad
delicious.
thing. It's delicious.
It's not a bad thing at all. The only reason that I knew is that I know my mum's cobbler like the back of my hand.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
so with the texture in my mouth, I could tell
Oh,
that
good.
that one is lighter and it is delicious.
It's
And to
delicious.
be honest, I wouldn't turn either down.
Yeah, it's delicious.
So, if somebody is wanting to make a cobbler vegan,
Do it.
there wouldn't be a
No.
massive
No,
difference.
no.
Honestly, it does. It's not. It hasn't compromised the taste. It hasn't compromised it
I'll
really
tell
at
you
all.
what it is. What they need to do is, how much applesauce did we put in that? We put a whole one.
4 ounces.
4 ounces, drop it down to 3. Because that was it. It was just that it was a lot wetter. Remember, I added more flour at the
Yeah.
end. And if I had to put less applesauce in to begin with, I wouldn't have had to put the flour. We
Okay.
wanted it to just be a teeny bit drier.
Okay.
But otherwise, that is
but
delicious.
even so, I honestly don't think it
Delicious.
matters.
It doesn't. It's delicious.
Honestly,
Because everyone makes their cobbler
exactly,
Slightly different.
exactly. If you'd made me a cobbler and used eggs, I probably still would have known Mum's one. But that's because I grew up on Mum's one. I know it. I know it intrinsically.
Okay.
They're both delicious, absolutely stunning.
Fabulous.
Okay, so we just say little peace, little love, a lot of cobbler. Goodbye.
So can I outro?